Hey everyone, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade beef enchiladas. These are so absolutely drop dead, out of this world good. You will make them every week, I promise you, because this is in my rotation and my husband's always asking for them. But before we get started, I have to address the fact that I sound ridiculously gross. I'm getting over bronchitis, so I sound kind of like a goose. So don't make fun of me, I'm trying here, okay? So let's go over the ingredients. So you're gonna need some ground beef, some chopped up yellow onion, and I have here some homemade taco seasoning. You can use, packet seasoning if you want to, but if you wanna learn how to make homemade taco seasoning, which is 1,000 times better, I'm telling you, go and watch my homemade tacos video, and you will find the recipe in the description box there. You're also gonna need some rice. Now I'm using long grain brown rice. You can use any kind of rice you want. You're also gonna need some flour tortillas, some sharp cheddar cheese, shredded up, a good amount. And of course, that's why I have this here. And of course you're gonna need some enchilada sauce. Now I just made this homemade. If you wanna see how to make your own homemade enchilada sauce, check out my previous video to get the recipe there. And you're also gonna need some salt and pepper. And obviously a dish to bake it all in, and I just have a glass dish here lined with some parchment paper so that it doesn't stick. With that being said, let's go over to the stove and we'll get started. Okay, so the first step is I went ahead and put my rice in the boiling water. So whatever rice you have, follow the directions on the back of the package and cook it according to those directions. That takes a little bit longer to cook, so that's why I'm starting it first. Now the next step, I'm going to add my cold meat to my cold pan. If you watch any of my other videos that involve crumbling the meat, like for a taco or for sloppy joes, or you want to start with a cold pan, cold beef, because you get the best crumbleization from doing that. So in my pan, I'm going to turn it on now that I got it in there. With my beef, put my onion in, add our salt, pepper. Okay, so once it's cooked, I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. Now that our beef is nice and browned up, I'm just gonna drain any excess oil that's formed in the bottom of the pan. Go ahead and drain this. That's about good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my taco seasoning. So I'm gonna add my water. And the seasoning. Okay, mix this all together. So we're just gonna let those simmer in those flavors just for a few minutes while our rice finishes cooking, and then we're gonna assemble everything up together. My rice is done, my meat's done, my enchilada sauce is nice and thick, I've got my cheese ready to go, and my tortillas ready to go, and my pan ready to go. Everybody's ready to go, so let's get this party started. So the first thing I do, to assemble everything, I always do rice first. So I do some rice, then I do the beef, now I do a little bit of cheese. Oop, kind of spread it out. And then last but not least, I do a little bit of sauce right over top just so that it can hit all of those layers. And then the really easy part, all I do is take the tortilla, grab it, push it, fold it. Then you put it seam side down in your pan, just like that. And you just keep doing that to the rest of them. All right, I got them all assembled in the pan so that every space is filled with tortilla. I actually had to cut that one down a little bit so it would fit perfectly. So now what we're gonna do is add the rest of our sauce to the top of these. Make sure I get it all out. So just right over top. Now I just kind of smear it with my spatula. Doesn't have to be perfectly smeared on all sides. It's not that big of a deal. Now to that, I'm gonna add the rest of the cheese. You can add a blend of cheese if you want, but I just like cheddar, is fine with me. And all we're gonna do is throw this in a preheated oven of 375 degrees for about 30 minutes. Okay, I just pulled them out of the oven. They were in there for exactly 30 minutes. And this is what it looks like when you pull them out. You can see the cheese is all melted on the top. The enchilada sauce darkens slightly. And the tortilla has a little bit of a crispy top, and that's at least how I like it, because I like a little bit of something crunchy with my enchiladas. So I took one out and I topped it with some green onions and some shredded lettuce and some sour cream, and I am in business. So I'm gonna cut into this bad boy and show you what it looks like on the inside. Ooh. Out of this world. Bomb.com, homie. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know on Instagram if you recreated it. I will leave all the measurements in the description below so you can remake it yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video, and share it with your friends and family. So we'll see you later. Bye.